I'm handsome. But anyway, today... Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? It's Dom Winners, Dom Universe. Sending love to everybody that's watching. Now, listen up. Today, we're going to talk about relationships, which is a serious topic it's a serious topic. Now, first off, I see a lot of breakups on the internet, I get a lot of people who have relationship problems. People ask me for advice on how to navigate through a relationship. First off, if you feel like there are problems in your relationship, before you ask somebody else for help, ask yourself certain questions like, do you see yourself, or do you see that person in your future? That's number one. But anyway, let's get into this right quick. First off, what you need to learn how to do is learn to be alone. If you can't learn to be alone, and you feel like you need to be in a relationship in order to be happy or fulfilled, you're basically using that relationship for your own benefits, and basically using it to facilitate for you being alone. You have to learn to be alone, and being alone makes you stronger. And this is something I see a lot in society, and I used to feel this way too. And you may think before you get your first home, you may think you need somebody to be living with you. That's not, no. You can get your own place without a significant other, and that's another thing we gonna have to touch on. But another thing you need to learn is self-love. Now, remember I said you have to learn how to love yourself first in order to love somebody, in order to give love out. Because if you don't have love for yourself, right, how are you going to love somebody else? You have to dig deep and love yourself in order for you to give love back. It's a powerful thing. And when you learn how to do that, you'll also learn not to take people bullshit in a relationship. Put yourself first. That's another thing, self-love. And the people who don't practice self-love, they sit there and let themselves get hurt. And these are the same people also who don't take time in their lives to sit alone or meditate or do yoga or something, taking care of yourself. Because when you learn how to do that, it'll implement itself into your mind and your body, and you would know, it'll naturally be an instinct to you. When somebody do something wrong to you, you out the door. So that's another thing, young people, and this is mainly to young people, but this advice goes to people older, mid-age, seniorities, anybody. And it's bogus because a lot of young people break up. You may read a statistic that says most relationships last. That's a lie. Maybe in this day of age, you may be thinking, it's hard to really, it's not like you gotta, don't go in a relationship wondering how long it's gonna last. That's one thing. But anyway, have some integrity for yourself. If you feeling like if you in love or you love somebody, or actually, if you love yourself, you will never sit there and put up with the hurt, or put up with arguments, or if you in a relationship, you get in an argument, and this is something I see a lot also, and you get into an argument, do not ignore your partner, because what this leads to is, take this for example. You get into an argument with your partner, and both of y'all just stop communicating with each other for a while. Why would you stop communicating and then during that time y'all not communicating, one of you are going to think somebody else is doing something. So what is a relationship without trust or communication? How you gonna get over your problems, or both of you guys' problems, unless you talk? You get me? Excuse the it's a guy over here yelling. Excuse that background noise. But yeah, you shouldn't have to put your energy into somebody. Why would you want to put your energy into trying to get somebody to do something they should already know how to do, right? If they knew better, they do better. Am I lying? Now, check in with yourself. Always check in with yourself and ask yourself questions like, do you see yourself getting married with that person? Or how are they contributing to your goals? Or do they support your goals? Are they helping you with your goals? And if you don't have any goals, are they helping you set any goals? If not, it's time to cut. It's time to leave. And this is serious. A conclusion to this is like, when you know it's time to leave, or matter of fact, let's talk about commitment. When you in a relationship, you're not supposed to commit to anybody. You don't owe anyone anything. The only thing you're supposed to commit to is yourself being someone's significant other. Because if you're committing to someone, that is self-imprisonment. If you call yourself committed to someone, you're going to feel bad about trying to have alone time. And you know alone time is important. Too much attention is not a good thing. So, and another thing is just because you and somebody have a lot in common, or y'all like all the same stuff, or like y'all use the same slang, whatever, that does not mean it's meant to be. That does not mean that is your twin flame. You will know if somebody is your twin flame. I promise you. Your twin flame is the other half of your soul, so to say. In spirituality, that's how we call it. Your other half, or your other soul half, etc. Now, always be on your purpose. If a man supposed to feel like before they get in a relationship, they have something to bring to the table, right? So you supposed to always be on your purpose before, during, and if you hypothetically break up with that partner, be on your purpose after the relationship. Because a lot of men tend to get lazy during a relationship, or after the relationship. They don't want to do anything because they have been mentally and emotionally broken down. Do not let a relationship make you feel like your life is ruined. Do not let a relationship stop you from working on yourself or your purpose. Now, sometimes you gotta learn that some relationships you get in are for you to learn a lesson, so that you can figure out what it is you don't and do want in a relationship. And another thing is, everybody don't have the same love language. Like some people love by giving things. Some people love by association, talking. Some people love by giving touch. Some people love by touch. You get what I'm trying to say? So, like, it's different types of love languages. And then, like, what you gotta realize is, and this is how, like, I had my spiritual awakening because of a bad relationship, a past relationship. So some of these relationships you get in are determined before you are even birthed onto this earth. Your soul makes soul contracts with other souls before you're born. The contract is basically you learning from the relationship. It could be a bad or a good relationship. This don't even have to pertain to love relationships. This can be friendships as well. But at the same time, any relationship and everything in your life happen for a reason. It's supposed to get you to where you're supposed to go, or where you're trying to go. It's supposed to lead you to your purpose. Everything that happens in your life leads you to where you're supposed to be. And when you feel like you're down, or you're in a bad predicament, or you probably flat broke at the moment or whatnot, you have to remember to remind yourself that you are exactly where you need to be. Don't sit there and ponder and soak in your own tears, right? Get up. I know you gonna have to be like broken down sometimes, but I'm here to let you know, and I'm building you back up. This is for anybody that's going through a breakup right now. You need to know you deserve, just be aware you deserve the best. You deserve somebody who's willing to be emotionally invested in you, and they want to help you evolve mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. And make sure that person is somebody who make you feel safe, secure, protected, confident. But don't depend on them. At the same time, don't depend on them for that, because you always supposed to have some confidence in your step. So don't depend on it. Don't use them as a crutch for your self-esteem. Oh, and but I will say it is always good to be reminded. You get me? Like, you are a king and you are a queen. Simple. Just know, and I'm here to tell you this. You deserve the best. Don't settle for less. You don't need the stress. Bars. Dom Winners taking off. Peace. I love you all. Subscribe to my channel. I got another video dropping tonight. I know it's, and another thing, I couldn't even the other night I couldn't even moon gaze, because where I live, for some reason, is always cloudy out here. It sucks. I watched the moon go through clouds. I mean, I tried to moon gaze while playing like a moon frequency binaural beat. But that's all, y'all. Subscribe to my channel. Got a lot more information for everybody. Peace.